Welcome, my friends. My name is Antoine Phoenix, and this is my RP experience. Peace and love to all my brothers and sisters out there. Thank you for hitting the like button, subscribing, sharing, and turn on all notifications so you know when I have a whole new video up. Today's video is going to be about Wade Wilson. And most people that read comic books know that Wade Wilson is Deadpool. Well, if you read Marvel comics, or if you saw the Deadpool movies, you know who Wade Wilson is. So when I kept hearing women raving about about Wade Wilson, I was like, okay, what's going on here? Okay, I know that movie is coming out, but what is going on with the Ryan Reynolds thing? I already know women find him attractive, but what has elevated the attention? Come to find out, Wade Wilson is a man that has deleted two women, at least hundreds or maybe thousands of women lusting after this man. Now, I defended you women on that bear question because I have a daughter. Me and my ex are at least amicable. Are cool right now. I tried to say a fancy word and it would not roll off my tongue. Anyway, from those two, from my sister, things that I remember with my mom in the past, with a guy that was tried to rob her one time, and I was small and I happened to be with her. And I remember before that guy robbed us, it was these church steps that it was a bunch of dudes sitting on, and I assumed they told that one boy to try to steal my mom's purse or something because he caught up with us. And anyway, I say that to convey that is why I understood the bear question. It's not that women want to be mauled by a bear, but I don't know too many women that have not have negative, somewhat dangerous experiences with men. Now, the thing is, though, not every man will do a certain thing to a woman, but as far as sending D pics or stalking a woman, and while I do not agree with double standards, I will have to admit that it's different if a woman is stalking a man than a man stalking a woman. Okay? Even though you could probably get a scenario that happened in one of those movies when a teenager falls in love with her teacher, or the guy next door that has a family and she wants to replace the wife and stuff. So I'm assuming that stuff may have happened in the past, but there are far more cases of men doing that particular thing. But as usual, women, not all women, but a lot of you have shot yourself in the foot with this attention that you have given this man that has taken out those women. Now, I don't know the stories that's involved there, but the way that makes it seem is he was on his way of being a serial. I don't know. Can I say that word? Serial killer? Okay. He was on his way of being one of those guys, like a Jeffrey Dahmer. So I have a video by Ripkin Fish right now. Let's get into that. And give me a second. Let me open up share screen. Okay. And we're in business.
I'm a bad man.
Get a point. And wonder why so many men don't respect him. Never! It's in a weird sense of women, you show you don't respect yourself by what you're drawn to. Why, as a sane man, should I respect you?
It's madness.
To all you women who are commenting under the Wade Wilson video saying how beautiful he is and how gorgeous he is and how it's such a waste because he's such a beautiful man.
How gorgeous he is. Wow, wait a second, wait, stop. What are you saying? You're saying women are seeing a man that they think is so beautiful. Gorgeous. Doesn't matter if he's an unaliver, if he's ended women.
That doesn't matter.
Women, okay? That doesn't matter because he's so handsome. Are you really saying that? That there are women on TikTok lusting over a man? It's not even funny, it's just weird. Lusting over a man who ends women. Gorgeous. What man? This man. So I've got to mute the music because, you know, they're playing lustful man music over it.
So hot.
Here he is, 6 foot plus, tall, something. He's 6 foot something of criminal man.
All right, I guess that's my cue to say something right here. Let me all right, I'm not going to take the total screen off, but see, that is what I mean by a lot of women. That's why I don't go by what women say anymore. I'm sorry, a lot of you have to prove and show consistency of what you are saying, because they'll say they don't like a particular type of man or all men are bad, and then it will come down that women are similar like men if they look attractive enough. All that stuff about being scared and by all men are dangerous, all that stuff goes out the window as long as the man is attractive enough. Okay. And of course he has the height, so he's definitely 6 foot something. How he came into that courtroom disrobed with his hands in the pocket, looking stoic. Women just fainted. Okay. Just fainted in the presence of the man. See, and this what makes it bad for men like me. This is why I can't tell. I will tell men if they come across a woman that they think is good, that's being good to them, to don't mistreat them. It's telling men, hey, let's all be good guys. Let's show our worth to the women. No, because this case right here just proves, as long as you have the looks, the swag, definitely I say that is what I say with the popularity thing. And of course the height. None of the other stuff with your personality matters. You can be Andrew Tate. You can be a man that a lot of women claim to hate. But you will still get women, because there will be women that will say one thing, just like those men that was slamming those Instagram models on Fresh and Fit. They was calling them every name in the book and saying they're trash. So if I was a woman, I wouldn't believe everything that men say neither, because once again, when it goes by looks, everything goes out the window. I just say that men are a little bit more consistent with what they say than women are, because we can't hide behind and say, oh, my feelings change, or make up an excuse or something. We have to stand by what we have said. Anyway, let's continue the video.
No, I can fix it.
Hot,
Yes.
pretty criminal man. Again, it doesn't matter what he's done, does it? It doesn't matter. Look at the caption. I fear I need therapy after discovering Wade Wilson.
I can't control it.
Not Deadpool, but women ironically have a Deadpool as to which one of them are going to be his main girl.
Love me.
Even though he's got a death sentence.
Pick
me.
Oh, wow, there's so much irony in this entire thing. Not a 666 man, he's got 2 of them, 6 feet, and he seems in shape, so he possibly has a 6-pack as well. So he's got 2 of them, but that's enough. It's enough for modern women to completely disregard the fact that he unalives them.
me.
Them.
Yep.
I'm different.
This is drugs.
Them. It doesn't matter though, he's handsome enough, innit?
Man, and how you can't wait to follow him to the psych ward, and how you want to call him daddy and be his pen pal.
Wow. But would you say it's just women with daddy issues?
Daddy.
Or just the everyday common woman lusting after a madman?
Actual comments that I've seen, by the way. What happened to the I would choose the bear energy? Because now we're looking at a real live monster.
That was
someone that we actually should choose the bear over. And because we think he's cute, suddenly we're willing to accept red flags.
Damn right. Exactly. Damn right. Damn right indeed. Damn right. I made that clip simply because of the whole bear thing. And here we have, like she said, a man who really is the sort of man that women should fear. They should really fear a man like this. He really is that dude. But women use the bear topic to act as if regular, common, everyday men,
They're animals.
men that would never even do anything to a woman, they act like, oh, they'd pick the bear over him. And here we have a man, a handsome one. Don't forget he's handsome. He's good looking and tall. Don't forget that. That's important.
It's everything.
That's important. Yeah. In this case, women would pick the man. Damn right. Poor bear. Poor bear. Cute, cuddly, vicious, wild animal bear getting rejected
Can we be friends?
for a vicious, cuddly man, I guess.
Another comment that I've actually seen. So what I'm learning is it's only an issue, it's only a concern or a problem if we deem the man unattractive. Otherwise, it's flattery.
Well, I'm sorry, as a woman, wait a second, as a woman, I'm sorry, is this news to you? I mean, is it new information to you? What, you're shocked that what women could be so shallow? Come on.
If we deem the man unattractive.
Come on. You're grown enough
Yes.
to not be so shallow. Lie, come on. You know, not saying she has, but I'm sure she's probably dated a few
Psychopaths.
ruffians in her time.
Unhand me, you ruffian!
Yeah, a bit of thug loving.
Spicy.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Right?
How gorgeous he is.
Ah, the highs and lows. Hybristophilia. Hybristophilia. But I hope you're doing well. Hope you're focused and on your square. Hybristophilia. Women's love for very, very dangerous men. I made my first video about it about 6-7 years ago, using Ted Bundy as the subject matter and women's love and draw for this criminal. Oh, he had these women moist, for lack of a better word, drooling from their mouths and other orifices over a man who was convicted of ending people.
Wow.
But that didn't matter. The want
You fix him.
to fix him, the want to be his main girl, that outweighed everything he was.
And we wonder why book talk girls have a reputation, if you will. If you haven't heard about Wade Wilson, this is Wade Wilson here. He has unalived 2 women brutally, just no reason, just a disgusting human being.
Disgusting, but I mean, according to a lot of women, he's handsome though. It's a waste of man. It's a waste of man because he's so handsome and he unalives women, and it's a waste of man. It's like, oh. Why did you have to be so bad? Could have been a little bit bad, but not so bad. And then women wonder why a lot of men just don't respect him. It's like, why respect that? That's clearly disrespectful of yourself.
And since he's conventionally good looking, I guess, although he's a monster, girls from the book talk community have been glorifying him, saying he walked right out of a dark romance novel. It's honestly disgusting and chilling that we're getting this far past just that line.
Dark romance novel.
But wait a second, woman. I mean, you should have some understanding, shouldn't you?
He's a monster.
Because even as a man, I understand. Sell women a fantasy, and you can sell them anything.
Anything.
Anything. And it's so stunning. She's pointing out it's a lot of book talk, which are like the bookish.
Dark romance novel.
The chicks on TikTok that read a lot of books, especially the dirty romance ones. The woman corn, dirty woman corn. Sticky fingers and pages, but seriously. It's interesting how it's a lot of those women who have enveloped this man in a fantasy. One where they can fix him. They can be the damsel that will save this broken, handsome man. Don't forget he's handsome. They can fix this broken criminal, handsome man. Because she is such a woman in her mind and in her fantasy.
Propaganda tool.
Wow.
Fictional character. This is a real person who committed acts. Real people lost their lives, and real people are suffering from his actions. And it's gross that some people can be so insensitive and so just unaware. Also, I wanted to say, like, where was this energy and this rage? Like, people are speaking out against these people in these disgusting comments, which I love. But where was this rage and this anger when we got a whole Netflix series about Dahmer's life? Almost trying to have a pity party for Jeffrey Dahmer. People loved that show and were so enthralled by that. I was disgusted by that show. I think I tried to watch 2 episodes. I could not get through it because it's sick. Why weren't we angry when Zac Efron starred in a movie about Ted Bundy's life? Like, this is serious stuff. The more okay we get with these actions and this like glorifying of these serial killers, the more these lines get blurred. And it's kind of alarming when you think about that, about how okay a lot of people are with commenting these things and watching these shows and being intrigued by these people.
But beyond being intrigued by him, woman, people are living the life. What are you talking about? These men are on the extreme end of the spectrum. There are men who are on levels a little lower than them, who are so fawned over on a similar level. Hybristophilia. These men do not have to be serial, unalivers.
Nope.
But being an attractive man and being reckless enough is enough for a lot of women.
I can fix it.
He's a bad boy, a criminal, a savage, degenerate of society, a scammer, a thug, street dude, road man, whatever, it does not matter. The thrill of who he is and the way he treats her is what matters. And when other women see her with him, is also what matters.
Like, we have to take a step back and really reconsider, like, and if you're those people that are making those comments, like, consider therapy. Like, you need help. Like, that's not okay.
Let me jump in there. Okay. To any women watching this, I know it's not all of you, but you need to stop lying to yourself if you keep doing this. Because when you keep denying something, it gets more stronger. Like, for example, I can admit that I'm a little sensitive, okay? And there will be people that will tease me or say, oh, you're so sensitive, or either, oh, did I hurt your feelings and stuff like that. Now, truthfully, except maybe coming from certain people, I really didn't give a fuck. Because when I was younger, I learned that you only really have you, yourself, and I, and probably your mom, if you have a good mom or a decent mom that loves you. Maybe your dad if he didn't leave or he didn't get pushed out the door. But it may be siblings, but I know a lot of siblings that they're cool 1 year, they're off 5 years from now or something. But I'm talking about people that's consistently have your corner in your life. The random people that I meet, unless if I think you and me have like a real understanding of each other, I don't care what anybody thinks of me or what they feel, basically, because I'm the one that have to live this life. Okay, so me trying to pretend that I'm not something is going to hurt me, not other people. I use that example right there because I can admit that about myself. I am not so sensitive with every little thing, and a person has to really get close to me to be able to really hurt me like that. So, and then once they cross that line, most of the time they are like cut off, basically, that I don't really talk to. So I say this, and I believe a lot of men can admit that they are wrong, except certain narcissistic dudes. But a lot of women, they can't admit that they are wrong. They can't admit that they have problems. They can't admit that they picked the wrong man. They can't admit that a lot of times their life is how it is because of decisions and things that they did. They can't go just blaming everybody else. And this is what holds a lot of women back. Now, whether you listen or not, it doesn't matter. If you do, it'll help you. For the men, know this about women, that a lot of them say one thing and do something else. So you really have to make them prove themselves. And I have to make a video of how to easily eliminate women, especially when you are attracted to how they look. Because as a man, we have a short list most of the time, unless if you have abundance of women. and taking that from how those men move, that is why they don't get hung up on one woman that's causing them stress. They just kick them to the curb, or either they're just into using them anyway. So you have to admit this stuff about yourself. Now, I'm glad this woman is saying that, but however, though, I believe it's going to fall on a lot of deaf ears. But I'm sharing this to people that will listen to show that women are not perfect. And there's other things in there in this video that's going to expose something else about women that I used to think all of you had, but obviously you don't. So let's keep going.
That's gross.
But it's exciting and fun, isn't it?
Spit on that thing.
We do not want to be your number one priority. Despite what everybody thinks and everybody wants, we want that queen, that princess mentality. The underlying truth is that we like the attention, but we don't want to be your everything.
And this is a key
makes
point what a lot of men should understand about why the trope of the bad boy is so appealing to a lot of women.
He doesn't care.
From women's perspective, as you've seen, they create the fantasy around the men.
I'm a bad man.
From a man's perspective, I understand the simple thing is, just, do you care? Do you care?
Never.
Like, notice her point she's saying. From her perspective and women's perspective, it's like, he's so busy and focused that, I'm not such a priority to him. Yeah, of course, woman, of course you're not a priority.
No one cares.
Because man doesn't care. The simple point to my waffle is, the less you care, the more power you have. Some men spend too much time focused on a woman he actually cares about. When it's like, you can still have your fun with a woman you don't care about.
You're everything.
None of what I'm saying is advice. I'm just simply saying that where some women see and are drawn to a bad boy, a lot of these men are like, look, I barely care about her. Of course she sees me as confident because I don't care about her enough to be intimidated by her.
So hot.
Everything. You know what's hot is when you put yourself first and you prioritize you. So a lot of the time when women are going more after that bad boy figure, it's because they're not giving them the attention that they want and that they're seeking.
Indeed. But I mean, the sad reality is a lot of these women end up as baby mothers. Single baby mothers, and it's like, you don't want to date her anyway. And they end up getting old and the men that they want don't want them anymore. So it's like, these women end up settling for some reason. They hit a solid object, a hard object, some call it a wall, and then they just want to settle down after all these bad boys of...
Let me jump in on that right there. That is why once I know women have a certain type of dude that they keep going after, or even a certain type of personality, is a person that I was in a relationship for a while. I noticed our relationship had like a lot of highs and lows and a lot of drama. I have to admit, I'm at fault here because I stayed and dealt with the drama. Part of the reason was because the highs was really good and the sex was really good. But at the same time, it imploded anyway. I think that worked to her until I became exhausted, was tired of playing this back and forth thing that we was doing. And plus, they started getting more of an upper hand in the relationship. So I'm assuming they definitely started to get bored then. The thing that I noticed with a lot of women is, so a woman will date those dudes and then they will want a decent guy later. They'll have kids and stuff. Men do not take that deal. I tried to warn you women about being more conscious of your choices, but for men, definitely, if you notice her life is normally spiraling out of control and she normally picks the wrong people, now she wants to pick you, do not take that challenge. Let somebody else do it, or either she can stay right there. And what I meant to say was that person I was in a relationship with for a while, I noticed she got totally in love and totally obsessed with this person that was totally playing games with the mental games. That person, she told me what the person was doing, but it seemed like the person was breadcrumbing her and totally just ignoring her and giving her a tiny bit of attention and just had her losing her mind. But the thing was, she stayed obsessed with that person for some years. And of course, she may put a title on it that was some type of spiritual thing or something. The thing that I looked at was she responded well to being treated badly. She was the most dedicated to the person that she was attracted to. It can't be anybody. Person that she was initially attracted to and had a little bit of a connection with that treated her badly. And I think that's why our relationship lasted for a nice minute, because I guess I gave her enough of a back and forth thing that it kept her attention for a while. But eventually I got tired of playing that particular game. So to men out there, again, if you see a woman that gets obsessed with certain men or women or a certain personality that is totally trashing them, and don't forget, they usually look attractive. So anyway, let's get ready to wrap this video up.
Have ransom miles through their body.
Them hard to get. Now, over time, this becomes toxic in the long run. However,
Oh,
there
really?
is a really good balance to be had where you don't have to be selfish and but a healthy amount of putting your wants and your needs first, showing us that you have a healthy social life, that you care about the things that you do, that you care about the schedule that you follow. That is really, really hot.
It is really hot, isn't it? It's burning, scorching hot like an STD, isn't it? Okay, a lost woman who would continually seek your attention, time, and energy is a woman you will have so much power over. Again, understand, a lot of women are delusional enough to believe that this supposed bad boy is dating her because she's amazing. But it's like, woman, you're easy. Yeah, you see me as a bad boy, therefore I'm amazing to you, but yeah, I don't respect you enough to you and treat you good. But it's when women expect respect from other men, it's weird, because they expect respect from men who they're not attracted to. Notice.
At the same time, when you find time for us, that time is much more valued.
If you were ever attracted to a guy or dating a guy who is not treating you right and you know you're not going to be happy with him, but you're like, why do I still like him?
Because it's fun. He's fun, thrilling, exciting.
Shrimp tacos.
Keeps her going, chasing something that she'll never fully get. But I mean,
Why do I still like him? I know he's trash. It's because you have some kind of underlying internal issues that you need to deal with, some kind of wounds you need to heal. And the reason I know that is because when you love yourself, you're not going to spend time with anybody who's not treating you right. You're not going to spend time with friends that are treating you like shit. And you're definitely not going to date somebody who's not treating you right. So I want you to ask yourself, why do you think that this is the only type of love you deserve?
because it is the only type of love a lot of women deserve. Then they blame men when it's like, no, woman, you're blaming your type of man. You're not blaming men. You're blaming your type of man. But it is what they deserve, isn't it? Isn't it? Women putting makeup on. They're always putting makeup on in these damn videos, aren't they? And I still have no idea what they're doing, but whatever. The point is, a lot of women do deserve only that. They do deserve the bare minimums that they're creating.
Madness.
It's fun, isn't it? It's not boring. Come on, life's too short for it to be boring, isn't it? Isn't it?
Love you deserve. Because I think you deserve way more.
I don't.
Here's the thing. We as women definitely cannot resist the bad boy. Why? Because he comes in with confidence.
I'm armed.
He comes in with a lot of things. Baby mothers, trauma, drama. But that's part of the fun, isn't it?
He comes in saying things. You could tell he has an air of understanding women to a certain extent. He speaks womanese, that's what I call it. He's familiar with women, and you can tell by his demeanor that he's not just talking to you.
Familiar with her demeanor and talking to women, yeah. Again, comes back to the simple point. The less you care as a man with the women you're talking to, the more game you have over them.
Come on, woman.
Women don't need to understand it. They're going to create their own fantasy, as you've seen.
She's crazy.
They're going to create their own fantasy. What men should simply understand is, the less you care, the more power. Do you care about the outcome? Do you care about whether you get her or not? Do you care about what you're going to say to her? No, you don't. No, you don't. When you don't care, it's easy to be creative. The less you care about the outcome. And they wonder why a lot of men just don't respect him.
He's got a roster. And women like men that are desired by other women. I don't care what a woman says. If a man is desired by other women, he's automatically more attractive. Let's be real.
Indeed.
Also, bad boys have the air of being able to protect, like they're going to fight, that they're going to be able to, if something was to go down, they got your back.
That is bullshit. Exactly. These bad boys going to protect and have their back.
Okay. I know what she means by this. She means if they're walking down the street and another man approaches them, either the size and presence of the man will dissuade that man from saying anything, or if an issue pops off and she gets into something with another man and her man is there, that he will knock that man out for her, in so many words. And at the same time, I have that video of talking about the bear thing, about women want to feel protected, but also for women to not be out here starting fights or starting drama with other men and maybe getting their man either deleted or either getting him into something that maybe he can't get himself out of. But this is why a lot of times women, especially in my community, they will mess with drug dealers and gang leaders and cartel. That's for the Spanish ones. Italian women, mafia. That's a lot of times why they will mess with those types of men. But I guess the same way that those bad women or those women dancing on poles are fun, they have enough femininity and sexuality to keep your attention, but at the same time, they're not good for long term. And that's the same thing with those men. They're not good for the long term. So,
strangely enough, a lot of single mothers, I mean, that's odd, isn't it? I mean, a lot of bad boys create a lot of single mothers. I mean, and the dad's not even around. Daddy. So, I mean, who's going to protect her? Or what does she mean protect her when they're just together? And I don't understand. Like, I don't get it. Because a lot of bad boys create a lot of single mothers. Single mothers are some of the most people at risk in society. It's a woman with a child or children by herself. But I forgot a bad boy is going to protect all 4 or 5 of his baby mothers at once. Yeah, that's what's happening, isn't it? But notice a point as well. Women are drawn to a man other women want or are with. Notice that. So my point to this is a lot of Wade Wilson's attention is because of other women. It's not even because of him. A lot of it is because of him. They're drawn to him because of who he is and whatever. A lot of it is because other women want him as well. The fear of missing out, to want to be the woman to get him, to fix him, to stand out, to be that chick. Oh, she tamed Wade Wilson. Yeah.
To be able to make sure that you are safe. There's a sense of safety that a woman feels. And lastly, bad boys are not stunting you. Okay. You know they've got other women. And that is what makes them more appealing. They're not tripping on you. If they lose you, they got others.
This is for the people who are in the comments saying, oh, I can fix him. And oh, just like a character out of my book. And oh, I need therapy now. Yeah. You do need therapy because you need to understand what gives you the audacity to hurt the victims' families.
Are you saying as a woman, these women lusting after a unaliver of women, are you saying those women are what? They're not emotionally intelligent?
Just like a character out of my book.
I don't understand. I thought all women were. I thought it was natural in women. You know, to be smarter than us as men. Why would they lust after a monster that ends women and completely disregard the women's family? I mean, that's not very emotionally intelligent, is it?
Nope.
But then again, it is sexy though, isn't it?
Like that. What if that was your mother, daughter, sister, best friend, and people are lusting after their unaliver? And not just unaliver, this man did it in such brutal and irredeemable ways.
Yeah, in ways I can't even describe in my video. But for some reason, a lot of women don't see him as a misogynist. Obviously, a lot do, but a lot don't.
You cannot fix him. He is not a character in your dark romance. We have been fighting for men to understand why we'd pick the bear. And when you act like this, it undoes all of that.
Poor bear. Poor bear. Replaced by a man. An evil man at that. The irony is just
It's harmful not only to the family, but to women. And for those of you in the comments who are like, oh, well, it's the music. The music was misleading. Like, the music brought this audience here. No, it didn't. No, you cannot blame it on the music. That's a really weak excuse.
they try to blame it on the boogie.
Okay. I'm done now. I'm done. Let's get back to full screen. So this is another thing, a perception that's out there that all women are emotionally intelligent. No, that's not true. Because if that was the case, they would understand the victims and ignore how attractive or whatever this man has that they are attracted to. So this tells me that I never thought that women was this simple, but if you are attractive enough and you are they type, it almost doesn't matter what you do, what your personality is. Now, once you get in a relationship with them and years later, once I guess that fairy tale thing fades away in their mind, then they'll probably get out of it. But initially, that's what they will do. They will pick you just because how you look, how you make them feel. Most women do not like to be bored. So if you can make them feel the range of emotions, they will be into you. Only thing I will say, if you are a good guy, this is the trap right here. Don't try to be something that you are not. Focus on yourself. I do think certain things, as long as you are like focusing on yourself, being social, conquering some of your fears, doing different things, definitely staying healthy, eating healthy, doing some things that you usually don't do, getting into different social circles, then some of that stuff will take care of itself. Then you will be able to attract more of the women that are attracted to you. Or either you can just buy the hussies. Okay? Whatever's working for each dude. That's why I don't judge any dude on what he's doing, really, except if you are damaging good women. Now, if you are coming across women that's already messed up and she's trying to use you, you trying to use her, and you just happen to get the upper hand and get in and get out, hey, do you, homie. But yeah, I'm just against hurting innocent bystanders because we already got enough slop and filth out here. So you don't need to add more people to the ranks. But the women that are out there, let them stay out there. That's where they want to be. That black woman that was before this white woman right there, that's Tyrese's wife. I'm trying not to share her videos, but she does drop gems and she does have some good insight. But as I said before, despite what she's saying, I see how you did Tyrese. I see how you did that man. So I would not trust you. I trust you probably to lay down with you, but then to get out of the situation. So that's it. Give me a like and subscribe. Thanks for being here. This video was a bit longer than I wanted it to be, but I think it was an important thing. And of course, is covering why women once again prove why they like the bad boy stuff. Now, I understand some of the stuff, such as the excitement and the confidence. Some of the things I do understand, and that's things that I think can work. And I do think a lot of men that are handsome or women that's real beautiful do go the negative path because you just start getting stuff too easy. And those are the people that I think crave a challenge. That's why, truthfully, unless if it's a certain type of beautiful woman, most beautiful women, I know how to deal with them. And that's why I expose myself to different women. That way I don't get stunned by their beauty. And because I know most of them, they get a lot of attention. They get a lot of men into their DMs. Not to say I might not like a story or like a post or something, but I'm in and out. I'm not begging for them to respond to me. And plus I do pay attention to what they post, because there's one woman I know that she does have a thing for serial killers. Now, not judging her, but I know I asked her, like, why do you like serial killers, wink wink, but she never answered the question, so I dropped it. And sometimes men do the same thing, because it was I shared that thing by Rotten Mango, where this woman she tried to kill her boyfriend, and both of them was in the same industry in Japan, with talking to the opposite gender, showing them a good time, and probably even sleeping with them. But she got obsessive and she decided to put a knife in his guts. He managed to survive, and a lot of men was over there was like, oh, okay, she can I can't say that word. She can try to delete me anytime. And most of them was really amazed by her. Now I get it in a way, because as men we deal with a lot of women that may not really pay attention to you or something. That's why I'm telling you to travel. A lot of women that may not pay attention to you and act nonchalant or something, unless if you are a Wade Wilson or a celebrity or something. And that's why I believe men do that, and women do it for another type of thing of not being bored and the safety thing, not thinking that that man may turn and do what he did to other people to her. Like, that light bulb never comes off. So anyway, I already say like and subscribe. Have a good day. And that is all.
What is wrong with you going out there, find a regular 9 to 5 person? You can function underneath that, because I'm always saying the women say, oh, we ain't got enough money. Work with what the man's got. You can make a man your alpha. Everybody wants to go and find these top earning money. Find a 9 to 5, work regular, save your money, learn to cook and not have takeouts, and then save your money as they did before.
Then you should direct this to the men that feel upset because they're not like
the man.
No, but she's completely right. I'll tell you this. There's not a girl on this panel or on the planet today who couldn't walk outside and find a man who's going to be nice to her, loyal to her, and make her his queen. Women don't want that. So they'll sit there and go, no, I want Chris Brown. And then they'll go try and get Chris Brown. Then Chris Brown will cheat. And they'll be like, I can't believe you cheated. I am devastated. Well, what the fuck do you think is going to happen?
Damn. Don't listen to what women say, watch what they do. Because a woman will show you exactly what she's attracted to if you just watch how she sexually responds to whatever. When it comes to men, a woman will tell you what she believes makes her a good person about what she's attracted to. But her vagina doesn't think that way. Her vagina responds to what nature has taught it to respond to. Damn. Don't listen to what women say, watch what they do.
We do not live by your rules, dirty word. Your ego has driven you out of truth.